皆さん、こんにちは。お元気ですか? Hi guys, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're here for the very first time, はじめまして. So as you can see in today's video, we are going to study こちら、そちら、あちら、どちら. Okay, in my previous videos, I have already uploaded videos about the demonstrative pronouns like これそれ、あれどれ. So you can check them out if you want. In today's video, we are going to cover one more topic from Koso Ado Japanese grammar, which is こちら、そちら、あちら, and どちら. Okay, you often heard this word in daily conversation, so you need to know this because it is one of the most important JLPT N5 level topic. And if you are a beginner, you must add this into your Japanese to make it sound more fluent. And I'm also going to make you aware of the common mistake that beginners make. So these Koso Ado grammar, all of them look similar. Like if you look at これ、それ、あれどれ, or この、その、あの、どの, or こちら、そちら、あちら、どちら, they have a kind of same pronunciation, which makes beginner confused. Okay, so I will make sure that I help you learn them in a better way. Okay, now when do we use them is the first and foremost question that you need to ask. こちら、そちら、あちら, and どちら are used whenever you are referring for a person or even for a direction or a way, okay? And obviously, it is a polite way to say this. I always recommend you to go for the polite way first and then the casual Japanese, because the casual one is just prevalent when you are with your friends or with your family, but the polite Japanese is so common to use when you are a part of a society, right? And of course, when you're visiting to Japan, for a stranger, when you are not so yet friends, the first and the foremost kind of Japanese that you need to speak is the polite. Later on, when you make friends, you have to know the casual one. And one more plus point of knowing the polite Japanese is that when you speak the polite Japanese, even at casual occasions, you're not going to hurt somebody or offend somebody. Okay, you might sound a little baka, but you will not hurt anybody. But if you use the casual one, where at places where you should use the polite one, you sound so offending and you might be like create a rude image of yourself. Okay, so you often hear these こちら、そちら、あちら, and どちら terms when you are in a business situation because they are super polite. And even in daily conversation, I think they are really important. これ、それ、あれ、どれ, and この、その、あの、どの are also such like topics which you should know, and especially the difference between these. So after this video, there will be one more video where I explain the difference between これ、それ、あれ、どれ and あの、この、その、あの、どの, okay? So stay tuned for that video, and for now, if you haven't checked out this video, please check it out after you watch this video because I feel these two are equally important. Okay, before we start, I would just like to make my, as usual, small request, and that is to, come on, you can guess it now, it is to subscribe to my channel. Now, whosoever has subscribed to my channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. Like when you're working and when you get the result, it's so happy, right? So thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, I would request you to do it if you like my content and if you want to appreciate my work. And you can also comment and let me know your suggestions, because whenever I read your comments, I just feel so happy and that motivates me a lot to do more. Okay, if you get to learn something from this video, again, do not forget to hit the like button. Okay, so in this video, let me tell you what are we going to learn in this lesson. Firstly, in daily life conversations, we do say a lot of sentences like this person, this person is a really great person. He helped me when I was a child, or anything. Or when you say, the school is that school, it is this way. Oh no, that school is over there. So we often use these kind of terms like this person, this way, that way, over there. So such terms are so common in daily conversations. So in that case, if you want to indicate a direction, a way, or a person, こちら、そちら、あちら、どちら can help you a lot. And obviously, they are super formal, so you can use it in formal contexts, not with your friends. And please remember, kore, sore, are cannot be used to refer to a person. You cannot say this person, kore hito. No, it's kono hito actually. But you cannot use kore, sore, are, dore for referring to a person. Please remember this point because it sounds so lame and so silly and so meaningless and also little offending. So you have to be careful at each step when you learn Japanese because you have 100% chance of hurting anybody, okay? So if you don't want to offend anybody in Japan or your Japanese friend unintentionally, I'm not saying you'll do it intentionally. Obviously, I know you're going to do it by mistakenly. Please make sure you know this lesson and watch this lesson till the end to cover each and every important point. We have a quiz at the end of this lesson so you can test whether you were able to understand the lesson or not. Now, what happens is most people make this mistake, and this is the most common beginner mistake. They tend to use kore sore are for referring a person. While I just said twice before starting this video that kore sore are dore cannot be used for a person. When referring to a person or a direction, kochira, sochira, achira, dochira are the only option in formal context. I'm repeating this point again and again because I want this thing to get fit in your brain so that you never forget it. So do not make this mistake ever. Without any more blah blah, let's just start. The first one, kochira, kochira, kochira. Okay, what is kochira? What does it mean? Kochira, as I said, these terms are used for indicating way or person. And ko, whenever you see this ko in the grammar terms, it mostly means that this. Okay, so you can think that this ko means this. And kochira is used for a person or a way. So just remember, kochira means this person or this way. Okay. Now, what do I mean by this? It means I am talking about a way, a person who is close to me. Since I am speaking, so I'm the speaker, right? So whenever I'm talking about a person that is standing next to me, I'm using kochira. Okay? If you are the person who is speaking, you are the speaker, then while referring to the person that is standing next to you, you use kochira. Or while telling a direction in your side, towards your side, you say kochira. I'll give you an example to make you understand this better. I'll say, the washroom is this way, okay, in my direction. So I'll be like, I'll show my hands over there. The washroom is in this way, and I'll be like, トイレはこちらです。トイレはこちらです。Washroom, restroom, it's called トイレ. And then こちら, this way. So I want to show the way, so I use こちら. You can also say this way please. This way please, like you should come this way please. So こちらへどうぞ. どうぞ is please, the politeness term. Okay, now I'll give you one more example. I'm talking about a person that is standing next to me. His name is Tanaka-san or Mr. Tanaka. Mr. translates to san in Japanese. These, if you don't know about san, kun, chan, I'm hoping that you know because they are too common to hear these days. And if you're learning kochira, if you came so far in Japanese, you must have definitely heard of this word san. These are honorifics that we use after the name of a person to show our respect, closeness, whatsoever. If you don't know about these, I have uploaded a video on that. You can check it out. The example was, this person is Mr. Tanaka. こちらは田中さんです. It's super easy, right? This person, the person is standing next to me, so I use こちら. And obviously, it's not the case of language, but when I talk about the body language, obviously when you're telling something that is close to you, our hands naturally show the intuition to, you show them your hand in that direction. You point that person, you point that direction using your hands, right? So obviously, if you are not a robot, you're a human, right? So sound more natural, you can just take your hand toward the direction. Like if I say, the washroom is this way, I'll point my hands toward the washroom, okay? And I'll also point my hand toward Mr. Tanaka. The second term, そちら, sochira. Sochira means, now if you know kore sore are dore, I think the meaning is clear to you. The term sochira means that way or that person. Okay, my focus is the word that. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about the person or a way that is close to the listener. Right now, I'm speaking. I'm the speaker. You are listening, aren't you? So you are the listener. If I'm talking about the person that is standing next to you, I'm going to use sochira. In the previous case, the person was standing next to me, so I used kochira. But now, let's say the person moved and started standing next to you, I'm going to use sochira. Similarly, in the case of way, if I want to show a direction that is on your side, I use sochira. So always remember, so indicates that. Okay? Now, one more example. The same example in this case, so that you can understand the difference clearly. In the previous example, we said the washroom is this way. Now we say the washroom is that way. The way that is close to you. Okay? So, トイレはそちらです。そちらです。Okay. Quickly, the second example. That is Mr. Tanaka. That person. Okay? That person is Mr. Tanaka. そちらは田中さんです。Okay. The third example. 教室はそちらです。教室 is the classroom. The classroom is that way. These days, due to pandemic, we all are missing our classrooms, right? But you are here online and you are learning it. So is it fun? Okay, comment and let me know. The third term, あちら、あちら. Now, there is a only difference of at the place of so this time. So あちら means that way and that person. Wait, we already said that sochira means that way and that person, right? So how can achira also mean that way and that person? Listen carefully. Achira means that way and that person, but now I'm speaking about a person that is away from both you and me. Okay? So as you can see here, the person is standing away from this boy as well as this girl. So they're pointing toward a third person. Okay? Similarly, in the case of way, when the direction is away from both you and me, we use achira. So in a better way, you can just say that one over there, away from you. Okay? Let me give you an example. The same example in this context. The washroom is that way over there. I'm pointing at a far away distance, far from both you and me. It's neither close to you nor close to me. It's away from both of us. So we say, トイレはあちらです。Clear? The second example, あちらは田中さんです。You can also say 田中さんはあちらです。Okay, you can just twist it. So that person over there is Mr. Tanaka. Or Mr. Tanaka is over there. Okay. The next. The classroom is over there. 教室はあちらです。Okay. The number 4 is an interrogative pronoun. It is used to question something. Right? In English, we have the WH words. What, who, when, where, why. All of these start with WH, right? So in Japanese, questions always start with generally do. Okay, in koso ado grammar. Okay. Let me give you an example. Oh, before that, let me just tell you the meaning. I forgot to tell you. Sorry. Dochira means which way, or which person. So here, the question is which. Which is not the evil witch, it's which, W-H which, not W-I-T-C-H. I hope I'm spelling it right. W-I-T-C-H, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, coming back to the topic. Which way is the washroom? Oh, sorry. I was about to say classroom. Which way is the washroom? I know that now you're confident on how to say it. トイレはどちらですか? Ka is a question marking particle if you do not know it. In English, you have question mark. In Japanese, you can say this ka is the question mark. Okay. Secondly, which person is Mr. Tanaka? どちらは田中さんですか? Which person? Like, let's say, out of so many people, you don't know which one is Tanaka. And obviously, Tanaka is a male name, so just remove the girls. So, how many of them are males? There are so many males here. So, which one is Mr. Tanaka? どちらは田中さんですか? And the last one, where is the classroom? You're new into the school, you're a fresher, and you just don't know where is your classroom. So you'll be asking anybody, right? So you'll be like, 教室はどちらですか? 教室はどちらですか? Did you get it? Okay, so I would just like to give you a single tip here. When you say どちら, it's already very polite, I understand. But when you are saying どちら in reference to a person, like which person, in that case, I think you should use sama after どちら to sound more polite. 誰 also means who, どちら also means who, and どなた also means who. But most perfect and the most polite is どちら様. So when we say, which one is Mr. Tanaka? And you're showing your politeness. So you'll be like, 田中さんはどちら様ですか? Or どちら様は田中さんですか? どちら様 is where I want you to focus. Okay. So far, when you were a beginner, if you use dare, it's okay. But as you learn more, as you grow up more in this language, you come to know that dare is a little more casual and you should switch to dochira or dochira sama according to different contexts. For your friends, dare is okay. So did you understand? わかりましたか? Okay, let's test it. It's quiz time now. So get ready. I'll be giving you little few questions, and if you feel that the few seconds that I give you to answer them is not enough, just feel free to pause the video. You have the pause button in your hand and think over the question and resume it. However, I feel you will not take much time to think over it because the questions are easy and the explanation was also easy. Okay, so hoping so, let's get started. 始めましょう. The first question. This is my sister. This is my sister. Focus is this. I'm pointing at my sister who is standing next to me. So whenever somebody is standing next to you, you use こちら、こちら。こちらは私の姉です。こちらは私の姉です。This is my sister. That over there is a temple. Temple in Japanese is otera. It's simply tera, but it sounds more polite. So you are saying that the temple is over there. Over there in the sense, away from you as well as me. So this is the third case example, right? You know how to answer this. Come on. Yay! You say, あちらはお寺です。That over there is a temple. Now, the next one. Who is that person? Who is that person? You, maybe I'll give you an example. You have a new student in your class and you'll be like asking to your friend, maybe the day she came, you were absent, and the next morning when you come, you find her new in your class. So you'll be like, who is that person? A new student? So, そちらはどちら様ですか? Here I have used two in one. Okay? Who, which is どちら様, and that for person is そちら. So I hope you were not tricked by this. It was easy, right? Okay. And the last one. Mr. Tanaka's restaurant is that one over there. We are using Mr. Tanaka's name too much in this lesson. Mr. Tanaka's restaurant is over there. So again, it's away from you and me. We are pointing somewhere away from both of us. In that case, what do we use? あちら, right? 田中さんのレストランはあちらです。Okay. Did you get all the questions right? If you did, just let me know in the comment box. I am proud of you. I'm sure you did well because the test was not so hard and I think this topic was easy to understand. So I hope this video helped you guys. If it really did, just do not forget to hit the like button because that will be a sign of satisfaction for me that you really understood this video. You can comment and let me know whether this video was useful for you. And of course, do not forget to share this channel with your friends who are also trying to learn Japanese. Of course, do not forget to subscribe because that motivates me a lot. And to support me continue this work, if you want me to continue this work, just subscribe. See you in the next lesson. 次のレッスンでは会いましょう。Okay, till then, keep learning and stay safe. またね。